Hello guys, this is Sandra here. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. It's lovely to have you here and I hope you're gonna enjoy your time. So today we have another project pen update, and this is for Partners in Cream, which was started by Steph and Darlene, so they will be linked down below. And also I will link the playlist and the spreadsheet where you can find everyone who is participating and everything else that might be included that I forget to mention. Everything will be in the description box. So basically this is just a project where we work on our cream products, and you can choose I think 3 to 6 products. There are monthly updates and I'm an overachiever. So I like to choose a 6. So I already finished one product in the previous update, so I rolled in something else. And I think that's all I have to mention, so we're gonna just jump into the update. Oh, before that though, if you like this makeup look, this is my previous video where I tried the new Colourpop Winnie the Pooh collection, so if you're interested, you know, it will be linked up in the cards and down below, but now we truly hop into the update. So first up we have the Becca Zero Pigment Foundation, and I mentioned it many times that I like to use this as a primer, so you know, I used it today as well. It is quite nice and blurring. Now, I did realize that the more I use it, that I don't like it as much as, let's say, the e.l.f. Putty Primer when it comes to blurring. Like, don't get me wrong, it does a good job, I just don't feel like it does as good of a job, if it makes sense. I am making a really steady progress though. Now, I think it's really hard to tell the progress on this based on pictures, just purely because on the pictures, like, it's a see-through product. So I like to show you a close-up of where we are at the moment, and that's what it looks like. So as you can see, there's a pen on the bottom, and there's not, well, it doesn't look like there's a lot of product left, but trust me, this will still last me ages. Now, in real life, you can see it now through the packaging as well, that there is less and less product. I don't know how well that translates on the camera, but you can see there's no product on the top there, like it's all scraped out. And then there's a bit more product on that side, but it's hard to gauge how much there is, you know, based on the footage. This will definitely last me for, I want to say, most of the year, I feel like. So we'll see. I quite like to mix it with other primers as well. Like, let's say I use this first to blur a little bit, and then I use a more glowy primer, you know, more on my cheekbones for a glowier complexion. I do like a nice glowy complexion. So we'll see. I feel like this will last me absolute ages, but we are making steady progress. So, you know, that's at least something. And then moving up, another primer is the Urban Decay Primer Potion. And now, this one, I don't know when it happened. It happened sometime after the last update. I took the wand out to put it on my eye, and I seem to have lost the end of it somehow. And for the life of me, I cannot really feel it in there, so oopsie, I almost pressed some out. So I don't know if it dissolved, which, if it did, it's really dodgy. If it didn't, I must have lost it, but I haven't found it yet. So did it get like sucked up and cleaning with a hoover? I don't know. Like, how do you lose the head of it? I have no idea, but there's not a lot of product left in there. It is definitely going towards the end of its life, and also I feel like it is ever so slightly getting drier, so you know, it's definitely coming to the end of its life. And you will see there is a new progress line, so you know, we are getting definitely great use out of it. There's a lot of air in there, and as you can see, it's really thin, but you know, we are making steady progress. I use this, I would say, almost every day, like 99.9% of the time when I'm doing my makeup. Even today I use this as a primer, so it's definitely well loved. And I think next I might try the anti-aging version, just because I'm getting a few like finer lines around the outer corner of my face. Like, you know, I'm 29, so we're getting to that time. But I really do love this. I highly recommend it. So far, based on my personal experience, I prefer these to the Peelies, if I'm honest. It might just be me, I don't know, but I really love that primer. Like, my eyeshadow doesn't budge the whole day whenever I wear it, so I'm really enjoying getting every last bit out of it. We have another Becca product coming up, and this is the Aqualuminous Concealer in the shade Fair. Now, if you've been around my channel before, you will know this is one of my absolute favorite concealers. I love this product to bits, and we got to the point now where I had to take the stopper out because there was no product coming out. So I'm not sure how much you're gonna see in there, but there's no stopper there. And also I notice now that whenever I try to get some product out to put it on my eyelid, the formula is turning quite a bit drier. Now again, it's hard to see exactly how much product is left in there, but you can definitely see through more and more in the packaging. Now I don't think there's more than 1 or 2 months worth of product left in there, just because it is getting so dry. Again, I like to use this mixed with another concealer, because by itself, even though it doesn't necessarily look it in this light, it is ever so slightly dark. If you can see, I'm really pale, so this is ever so slightly dark by itself, but I have a lighter color as well, or I have some lighter concealers like the Kat Von D Good Apple concealer is a bit too light for me as well, so you know, it works great mixed together with that, and we are making steady progress. And then still on complexion products, I clearly have a lot of them to work through. We have the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue. Now, just like the Becca Concealer, guess what? This is a bit too dark for me almost at the moment as well. So I especially like mixing it with the Smashbox Studio Finish Hydrating Foundation. This only has about that much left of it as well, and I absolutely adore this foundation. I think this is something I would happily repurchase, but not part of the project. But I like to mix it with that one because this is a little bit darker, and also this has less coverage, whereas the Smashbox offers a bit more coverage, and the two together make the most beautiful, covering but glowy complexion. It's not what I'm wearing today. But I love it absolutely for like an everyday base. I love using the two together, and I haven't even showed you my progress yet. Jeez Louise. So that's the progress since last month. So as you can see, we are doing really well. Now there's a bit of an air bubble left in there as well, but I think if I keep using it, I might get to the point this month where I have to cut it open to get every last bit out, because there is so little left in there. So we are definitely getting close to the end of its life, and I'm so happy. Now I have the shade 02 Vanilla. I don't know if I mentioned, but I think there is 1 or 2 shades that are lighter than this. So I think I would be quite happy to give those a go. But I have a lot of complexion products at the moment, so not just yet. But I think the reason why I got vanilla is because I think this is supposed to be more yellow toned, and I'm more neutral leaning to yellow. Even though I'm really pale, I'm more on the yellow side of the spectrum, and everything that's really pale tends to go more pink. So I will have to double check that those are not leaning pink. But either way, progress, love it. Another product I'm working on, this is another bougie purchase, and this is the Charlotte Tilbury Brow Lift in the shade Naomi, which, if I'm not mistaken, is or used to be. I don't even know if they still do it, because I know they have another brow pencil. But this used to be the darkest shade, and I feel like I use it like 90% of the time when I get ready. And my progress is, well, it feels really little. I feel like this will take me ages, and I don't know why. Because as you can see, like, I like my brows fairly dark and, you know, fairly like well drawn on. Like, I don't think it's like an overly lot, but you know, I like a strong brow. So I feel like I use quite a bit of product, even though I have fluffy brows. Like, there are gaps in there that need filling, and I don't know. It feels like my progress is really minimal. It's progress nonetheless, so you know, I do use it, and I know eventually I will get there, but at this point it looks like it will take me the rest of the year to use it up, which is crazy. Like, how I never realized before how long an eyebrow pencil takes to use up, because some people, when I watch Project Pens, breeze through them in like 2 months. And I'm like, how? I don't understand. What are you doing with it? Eating it? I don't get it. But you know, we're getting there. And then the last product I'm working on that I cannot see in front of me, where is it? Ah, there we go. Is another Charlotte Tilbury product, and this is the Hollywood Contour Wand. And I made decent progress on it, I feel like, for a contour wand. There we go. But I have some issues with this product. I love this, but at the end it has a sponge tip applicator, and I just took my tissue to like pat it dry because it felt a bit, I don't know, a bit, you know, dirty, and around it this little nozzle bit was dirty too. And somehow the sponge came off. And I tried to put it back on and it kept falling off, so I had to get rid of it because even like putting it and dotting it on my cheeks, it kept falling off and then creating a mess on my trousers and on my table, and I'm just like, well, it's clearly not staying on. So now I have this like product with like there's a hard plastic at the end of it. So what I have to do now is either be like really weird and just dot it out from the plastic and then try to blend it, or I have to like put it on the back of my hand and then go in with the brush, and it's just not the same experience, I have to tell you. So that's annoying, I'm not even gonna lie, that's really annoying, but well, that's what I have to deal with because the sponge is gone. Also, I'm sorry, my throat is making some really weird murmury sounds, so excuse that. But yes, good progress, I feel like, in a month. But at the same time, I'm getting a bit annoyed with this product because for the amount of money you pay for these, you don't want the sponge to fall off. And I never heard anyone mentioning it. So I don't know if like I'm a special case, what I've done. I don't know what I've done, makeup gods, to deserve this. I don't know. But either way, I think I would quite happily repurchase this product and all the other ones that she has. I'm sure I will at some point because they are beautiful, but it's a bit annoying because it makes it applying less bougie and a bit more of a pain. But the progress of it is good either way, so I feel like in another 2-3 months, tops 4, I think I can finish this. Depends how chiseled I want to be. I just cannot talk, but that's it for the update today. I wanted to keep it as brief as possible, but you know, I hope you enjoyed this little update anyway, and let me know what you're working on at the moment and what you know, find hard or annoying, like my Charlotte Tilbury fiasco. Let me know. But either way, I'm gonna go now. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please consider subscribing again if you want to see this look in action. It will be the previous video linked down and up in the cards as well. And I'm gonna go now. I hope to see you in my next video, and I hope you consider subscribing. It would mean so much, but I'm gonna go now. Have a lovely day and bye bye. Also, don't forget to check everyone else out who's participating. But yeah, I'm gonna go now.